I think. I hope.
Are we live?
I think so.
I
Say
think-
something.
Hello? Stream? Can you hear me?
Yes, we're live! Say the
Are
thing!
you sure?
Welcome us to the PATHCO.
Yeah,
Ugh, don't do that.
yeah,
was that?
Yeah, we're online.
I don't know.
Hi, welcome
Ooh.
to PATHCO.
Hi, welcome to.
Ugh, don't. Oh. Is this
anyhow.
because we're in the dream realm? Does that mean all the narration's backwards?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, thank God, that'd be
I
awesome.
thought about it for a second.
I seriously considered it for a second. I seriously considered it for a second, but no. It doesn't mean that. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the magical world of PATHCO.
I'm here, Ag's here, Lamvar's here,
Somewhere.
good friend Agtheo's here.
Oh, that's
Problem is,
me.
you don't necessarily know where
It's you.
here is.
Here
No.
is inside of Sigmund's brain, which has
The ethereal
Shrek's
plane.
swamp in it. Swamp.
Mhm.
Yeah, that seems fair, to be honest.
Something like that. I don't really know. It's all a bit
Schwamp.
timey-wimey. Schwamp.
Hmm.
Well,
Okay.
we're about to put the womp
So-
in the swamp, so let's get going.
Yeah,
It's
That's
a
a
womp
good
and
one.
swamp.
that's a, put the womp in the swamp.
If we ever get round to titling the episode, this one will be called The Womp and the Swamp.
It's just a
Yes,
reflavouring
indeed.
of my favourite Americanism, which is the one that I made up, which is let's put the road in this rodeo. No one else,
That's
no one
pretty
else says
good.
it apart
Put
from
the
me.
road in this rodeo.
I like it. Make like a fucking Dick Gumshoe style character so that he can say that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's fight things.
Hi,
Save.
welcome to PATHCO.
Save Sigmund's brain. There he is. It's a Sigmund.
Meanwhile, in Sigmund's brain, or not,
Meanwhile, it's Sigmund's brain.
So, you
Ooh.
are currently, you've entered the lair of the hag, which, as has been noted before, seems to have some extra dimensions to it on the inside than it does on the outside.
And all these creepy little doll things.
Yeah,
I think
so,
they're voodoo dolls.
you see a lot of pearly soul gems hanging in webbing strands around the room and above you as well, since there seems to be no discernible ceiling to this place. Instead, it just seems to be going up and up and up into the dark, where the soul gems in the webbing form sort of a starry sky.
That's
And,
nice.
As you look around, you see these dolls as well, which decorate the entirety of the room's walls, which seem to be made of hardened clay, of wood, thatch, wicker, and all seem to be looking vaguely towards you or staring into the distance. Inanimate, but not very cozy.
So they're either
Sigmund,
staring at
this
us or
is
they're
a
not staring at
horrible
us.
dream.
Indeed.
Why did you think of this? What part of your brain does this signify?
I have to be honest with you, Thyra. I don't
Thyra?
think this one's me.
Oh, that's potentially worse now I think about it.
I know.
And as you are discussing this, you look up and you hear sort of hear the moving of threads, and you see, as noted at the end of last session, two large white pupilless, irisless eyes light up like moons in the sky. And it says, "So, Sigmund, you've come at last. Welcome to my home. Come, step forward. Don't feel shy."
Okay, I'm not going to force you to do anything, but stepping forward and being and not being shy seems like a terrible idea.
Is it really dark in this centre area here?
It's reasonably dark. It's not dark in the sense that you can't see what's there, though. You
It's
can
like
see that the
dim
room
light.
does seem to be empty, and the two
Okay.
eyes are looking at you from above.
Okay.
not from the center of the room.
Can I
Can
fling some,
I
can I fling
take
some
two-
dancing lights up there instead?
Oh,
though?
nice. Yeah, nice,
Good
Dave.
call.
Nice.
You definitely can.
I do that. Ping.
Do
They
it.
So you
can't.
see
How far away can they go from me?
dancing lights fly up, and you see them making lights, and you see the reflection on
Three dancing lights.
all kinds of strands. You see the 3 dancing lights fly, and you see them fly through the webbing, but you see, as one of them flies up, sort of a hand, which you can't really make out the features of, but a sort of a skinny hand, one by one, grasp them,
Oh,
rub
shit.
them out.
Oh.
Okay.
You hear the voice say,
Sorry.
now, none of that.
What's the... We saw the pupils,
Really,
the
you
eyes.
should behave when you're visiting. You're being terribly rude, Sigmund's friends.
God,
It's just a cantrip, man.
it's just a prank, bro.
It's just a catcher.
Dave, that's another one.
So you said the eyes opened up, Mon. Like, what's the size?
Yes.
What kind of size of this creature can we get from the eyes being there?
It seems that it's quite big. It's about what? How tall is Dave again?
3 feet.
Like 3 feet.
3 feet, right? I would say that is about
3 to 1.
between 3 and 4 Daves.
That's a lot of
Okay.
Daves.
That's a lot of Daves. There's more Daves
So
than I'm
it is presumably a large creature. If one were to
So it would seem.
categorize creatures by a height.
By,
Um,
size, by a number of
If
Daves.
you would do that, that would be about what it seems like.
It's about
But
1 Dave
it's
per
quite
size
hard to
category.
tell since it's surrounded by all kinds of other starry lights. So
Right.
it's sort of hard to make out which ones are the eyes until they blink.
Sure.
Can I take 2 steps to the left and cast Protection from Evil on Sigmund?
You definitely can.
Scoot. Scoot.
But
Okay. You got
You
this,
can-
buddy. I trust in your ability to talk to this person.
I do.
Thyra says, patting him with protection magic for when he inevitably
do I
fails
know?
to
Do
talk
I-
to this
okay.
person.
Okay, so I think it's funnier if I don't know this has been cast on me because I'm distracted.
Let's be honest. How subtle a spellcaster do you think Thyra is?
I don't know. How stupid do you think Sigmund is?
Valid point, valid point.
the
Okay.
perfect
I think
disaster
that's a trap of a
combination.
question.
Sigmund is going to go... okay, Sigmund was going to do a thing, but he's going to actually step forward since he's been given some pep talk by his good friend Thyra.
All right.
And looks up and says, "Oh, so it's a nice place you've got here, but I'm afraid there's been some zoning changes. So I think it's probably going to be the best if you were to move out. Try and find some other suckers heads to take up lodging. And actually, that's a point. Do you owe me rent?" Turns around to
Brain
Thyra.
rent.
Does she owe me brain rent?
I'm no expert, but I'm almost 100% sure she does.
Dave, you know about things. Is this a squad?
Dave shrugs.
Well, no, it's not a squad, is it? Hmm?
I'm afraid we're a long way from your brain, Sigmund.
That's what she said?
Is this better or worse than us fighting in your brain?
Better?
I feel better because, like, if we knock over like a vase or whatever, and it's your like memories of your childhood or whatever,
Oh, yeah, that would suck.
that'd really suck,
That would be
It
rough.
would. Yeah, so where is this then?
right?
You hear a voice,
Old woman.
and
Yes.
you hear a voice cackle from the outside. Would it really be? Tell me, Sigmund, isn't there a few vases in there you'd like to smash? A few memories you'd like to lose?
Sigmund, that's an in-character Sigmund not saying anything as he contemplates that question. Anyway, I asked you where we were.
We're in the ethereal plane, deep in the plane of dreams. This is my home. Cozy, isn't it? Do you like it?
No,
Admit
No.
You
it
like
sucks.
it. You like it. Admit it. You like what I've done with that chair over there, and you see like a half-broken, dusty chair sitting in a web.
To
Can
be
I
fair,
check?
that does look pretty
Yeah,
cool,
no,
but the
that
rest of it
does.
I'm not on board for.
Oh, that does kind of tie the room together.
Yeah,
That,
it's
yeah.
good. If you
Yeah,
were
I
going for
I
that
know,
whole
right?
aesthetic,
It's real.
why did you kidnap Sigmund's brain? You bastard.
Kidnap? That's a big word, isn't it? I was just minding my own business, panning the rivers of dream, and adrift there it came, a lost soul right into my hands. Tell me, Sigmund, how tied do you still feel to the material plane? Do you feel secure? Do you feel present? Do you feel in your place?
Well, I'm feeling a bit better than I was. Like I had a real bad time for a little while there, and taking me through seeing my boyfriend get killed again. That kind of sucked. Not super happy
Oh,
about
that was
that.
your boyfriend? Oh, that's rough. I thought
Oh,
that was
yeah.
just a random man.
We already knew that.
No, that's yeah.
Oh.
Now, so don't really like that getting thrown in my face. Got to be
Yeah,
honest with you
that's
there.
rough, buddy.
Yeah, not kind of pissed about that actually. So here's the deal, right? You're gonna be talking to me about all this weird, like. So here's the thing. I kind of know exactly how much of a fuck up I am. So I'm not really sure what else you can really tell me.
Tell me. Tell you. I don't need to tell you anything.
That's what I said. That was my
know
whole thing.
that you know. So I'm here, or rather you're here, to be made an offer. You see, Sigmund, there doesn't seem to be a lot left in the material plane for you, is there? Your role of
Dave.
protection, your role to secure, to keep safe the world. Is that what you want? But, well, where have you gotten yourself? Not very far, have you? Your protégés are dead. Your mind is in shambles. Your country is in ruin, divided and cast into little bits and pieces. What is there left to protect, Sigmund? Tell me that.
And I think, like, as soon as this person just brought up the fact that Brenner and Dayton are dead, like Sigmund just goes completely quiet. Like that's a low blow. That is across the line as far as he's concerned. And the question's been asked, what do you have to protect? And Sigmund just kind of looks behind him at this point to where like Dave and Farah and Glanvar are. And kind of down to his hand, where he's, for some reason, because this is a dream, holding the book present that he got for Apollyon, the fire grimoire, and he kind of puts that back in his back and just goes, tell you? How about I fucking show you? And just rages and charges in. Keen, not happy.
Nice. Well, you can't really charge in though because she's on the ceiling, but still cool. Nice.
Neat.
It's like when my dog goes after a squirrel that's up a tree.
Yeah, that's very. There's an about the author picture on the back of the grimoire, but Apollyon has like scribbled himself over it.
God.
So yeah, Sigmund is gonna use one of his uses of rage.
Okay.
And I think that's in character. I don't know how.
Just start jumping.
But he's just gonna.
Well,
Like a dog, like chasing a squirrel up a tree.
yeah, I think that as you rage and you yell into the darkness,
Like, I'm just going to move myself straight in there. Like, this could be ill-advised or not, but, like, I've got to be
You hear the voice say, "Is that right? Well, I have to tell you, I didn't think you were so eager to cast aside your last shackles to the material plane, but I have to say, thank you for bringing them here. Be at peace, Sigmund. You're about to be truly freed from all that binds you to your mud world." All roll
Fuck
initiative.
you.
I like mud.
I also don't like mud. I'm actually
I
fairly
do
clean.
like mud.
Oh, I do like mud. Why?
I like our mud world. Our world's
We
made out of
spent
mud.
so much time in a fucking swamp like 2 months ago. Haggers, not Glanvar. Actual real life Haggers has joined the battle.
Well, real life Haggers can use a sword.
I forgot to change my
nice.
character.
You can use a sword? Why has that never come up?
Yeah, it's
What
got...
kind?
It's Kendo, right?
Can you use a sword, Haggers?
Pardon?
Can you use a sword, Haggers?
Yes.
What the fucking? Why can everyone I know fucking use a sword aside
I can't
from
use
me?
a sword. My sister can use a sword, but I can't use a sword.
I can use a
Alright.
kind of sword.
You can
I
use also called a foil.
I can use a fencing foil, yeah.
I think a fencing foil definitely counts as a kind of sword.
Yeah, I
Probably like
fucking
fucking
sword for sure.
I'm the
join
party
the
healer.
battle with like
Katana,
a
does that
fucking
count?
epee or what have you. You what?
I use a katana. Does that count?
Yeah, I think it could.
No,
Why would a katana
no.
not count as a sword?
That clearly doesn't get... Yeah, of course it counts, dude.
Fucking, I'd love to get on board with like a broadsword or something, you know? Just wail on in there. Anyway.
Yeah, that's what my sister's got.
Okay,
we get
so
sidetracked
Glanvar
again.
is 22.
Can we just take a moment just to notice the fact that Dave is going first?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Good
So
job,
rolling
Dave.
that 20. I'm like, oh,
Fucking
fast
lots
boy.
of high rolls, except Thyra.
Thyra. That's quite funny.
Thyra misses
As
plus
you
0 to
prepare
initiative.
for battle,
It's just funny, like, the
Thyra was
differences
looking
in,
the
like...
other way.
There's a difference between Dave's initiative rolls and his sense motive rolls is flipped when it's Delta.
so can
Delta
you
is
guys,
terrible initiative, but great sense motive.
can you guys see the turn order?
Yes.
Yes.
And it's in the right order and everything. Wow.
Indeed.
I'm impressed.
Fantastic.
So as you prepare for battle and as you rage into the night, Sigmund, you look around you. Oh, by the way, there's a feature of something. As you rage, Sigmund, you notice that the mithril armor around you, the normal solid text, just seems to, for a moment, sort of kind of lose consistency, start to bubble and form like sort of like bubbling, like get a sort of like almost half liquid bubbling texture.
Sorry.
Start to gain sort of spikes fluctuating in and out of it as you are raging. This armor is, from its magical properties, adapting to your mental state. Your armor is treated as spiked as long as you are raging.
Sweet.
Cool, cool.
Not too shabby.
Indeed. And as you rage and as you guys prepare for battle, you hear the webbing snap and you hear clay and wicker and sticks shamble over the floor, and you hear sort of a tick, 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 like a chittering almost, as you see all of the dolls around you start, and they come towards you.
Oh, great.
Dave,
Oh, that's probably
you're up.
not good.
It's me. I'm going to So all of the dolls, including all
Yes.
ones, every single one.
All of
Okay.
them.
Grim.
In that case, let's fight Horrible Swarm with Horrible Swarm, and I'm going to summon a swarm
Okay, cool.
in the far corner,
Um,
so it doesn't attack us. Hopefully.
What kind of swarm are you summoning?
Bats, rats, or spiders? Let's go with spiders.
Okay.
No. Just remind. Let's do rats. Rats instead.
What's it gonna be?
A rat. Over here, somewhere, like there.
Spiders? Is it gonna
No.
be spiders?
Rats.
Oh, rats. Oh shit. Okay.
Rats.
I need to get Okay, I'm just gonna use my rat token.
We can pretend
I'll
it's
make
lots
it
of rats.
large, and you can pretend it's lots of rats.
I can pretend it's lots of rats. How the fuck
Rats,
does
rats.
swarms work?
Where the rats? Okay, let's just quickly do a search. Rat.
Since this is in the astral plane, like for flavor, can this be?
Ethereal.
It's
Well-
the ethereal plane. It's a different thing than the astral.
Oh, it's the ethereal plane.
Oops. Apparently I can't.
Is that,
currently I can't summon them that far away. Oh.
Oh right. Is it 2x2 or 3x3?
I don't know.
I think it's 1 by 1.
How does
No,
swarm
I think
works?
it's not.
Swarms are
I'm
weird.
Googling it.
I was just going to say, like, how much of effect does Sigmund's kind of mind have on this still? Because if all of these mice, if all of these rats were in fact Captain Whiskers, the greatest
General-
one we've ever
General
had.
Whiskers.
You have no more control
Okay.
over this environment.
Okay.
Okay, so it looks like it's
Oh, it says space 10 feet.
it's spaced 10 feet, so it's
2x2. Chunk of rats.
yes, a large chunk of rats.
A cube of rats.
Cube of rats.
Yes,
Uh,
a rat cube, if you will.
rat cube. It does say hundreds. Lords.
Yeah, it's a lot of rats. Okay, what do you want the rats to do?
I'm trying to figure that one out because the range is less than I thought it was. Sun Swarm, range 25 foot plus 5 foot for 2 levels, which is 45 feet. Which is a bit close. Isn't it? Hold on,
Where
I'm
do you want
thinking.
it to go?
They've only got little legs.
I guess I'll put them over here and then run for it.
Okay. So they are now covered by the swarm of rats. Rat swarms work like swarm damage works in a way that is as long as people are in the swarm, they get the damage, right?
Yes.
I think
They'd
so.
have to roll for it, I don't think.
Okay.
I take only half damage from piercing and slashing attacks. The rats, that is. Dave still takes full damage from those. He's gonna run away.
Okay.
Probably also worthwhile noting that it takes half damage from piercing and slashing attacks.
That's what I just said.
Okay. Indeed. Okay.
Yeah, they
Roll
deal
the
damage at the end of their
Roll
move.
damage, I'd say.
Neat. Ooh, they can distract people too. That seems convenient.
Yes.
I don't use a spell very often.
I mean, they are rats.
Yeah, gross.
Right.
I would
the
be pretty distracted by a swarm of rats.
damage.
I think I'd be like reasonably distracted.
I don't think
be more
creepy
bothered
dolls
if it was
can be
spiders.
infected with filth fever. So I'm
No,
not gonna worry
they
about
are immune to disease.
that. I will roll the attack, which is somewhere on the sheet that I'm looking at.
It's 1d6.
Oh, melee swarm,
it's
1d6, so it's not a whole lot, but you know, it'll keep them distracted and not fighting us.
That's true.
As long as we keep running away from them, because they will
Yes.
also fight us. Nice.
All right, 6. That's good. So you summon the rat swarm. The floorboards crack up, and you see sort of like a. Are these celestial rats or are they?
No,
normal
these are
rats?
just regular rats.
All right. Then you see sort of like a thick smoke come out from under the cracking floorboards, and you see the smoke turn into rats. We're the rats. The rats come out. They bite and claw their way through these dolls, dealing 6 damage, and they are destroyed by the rats.
Might not have thought this one through. Keep away from the rat swarm, everyone, says Dave. They will come after us.
Will they?
Oh,
Yep,
Oh,
I can't control the
thank you.
swarm.
Yeah, because oh yeah, I can't control the swarm. They...
Well, this went well.
It's
Okay.
just fun to add a little bit of
Glenvar.
chaos in every now and then.
Unless you have no, you have moved, you have used the spell. So,
Yeah.
Brother Glenvar, it is your turn.
Right. Just one thing I want to clarify is to what degree are our innate abilities do we still have, regardless of
You
considering that
still
we are-
have any of your innate abilities.
and
The
weapons?
only thing that has changed is your AC
So,
based on the willpower mechanic that I explained last.
okay, I remember that. I remember that one. I was just.
Oh, plus hit points because we're all fully healed.
Yes, and you all have full health.
Let's Let's start firing arrows then.
Oh, that's so dangerous.
Yes.
I've got to make sure I don't miss and accidentally pincushion an important part of Sigmund's brain.
Well, you're not in Sigmund's
Yeah,
brain.
I know.
anymore.
We're not in
You
his
can
brain
go
anymore.
wild.
Yes, I was making a joke. I know I'm not.
Hmm.
Move forward 10, and I'm going to do a single shot to the nearest doll, which I think is that one? Can't see any of the nearer ones.
Okay, so let me take a look. Okay, so you are going to move and take a pop shot. Okay, yep, you can definitely do that.
So that's a single standard attack.
Mm-hmm. That hits,
Nice.
and that kills it. You fire an arrow. This doll is destroyed. You see a wisp of black smoke dissipate as this doll breaks into pieces.
They don't appear that tough.
And Sigmund, it is now your turn.
Okay, so this creature that I tried to run toward, like, I take it this is my first round raging, right?
Yes, yes.
Kind of. Now that I've run forward, can I get any kind of eyes on this creature that's here? Or...
No, it seems to be quite far up in the darkness.
So Sigmund kind of like swings around his finger trying to hit it, and that kind of misses.
Mm-hmm.
At which point he's like, and then instead he's going to see who's in charge range. It might be nobody. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. No, he's just out of charge range. Bloody hell. So I think he just flails around wildly. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 to here.
Mm-hmm.
And then his rage ends. And that's, I think, all he can do at this particular point because he's too far away from everyone.
All right, that's fair. Then it is the turn of the dolls, and they are going to move.
Well, I'll stop raging at the start of my next turn. I mean, I'll stop raging.
Okay. So you can see them sort of twitching and moving their little hands and their little heads, and snapping their little jaws, and they come skittering over the floor. And these are coming to you, Sigmund.
Mm-hmm.
And two of them are going to attack you. Where's my thing? And one of them is going to try and bite you. Let's see whether that hits. Just a note that fails.
Quick question for you, Mon.
Yes.
Are these dolls evil?
Yes.
Then I'm afraid you have a slight problemo.
Is that so?
There's a bunch of stuff, but the third point of protection from evil is this spell prevents bodily contact by evil summoned creatures. Oh, and is this an evil summoned creature?
They are not summoned creatures. No.
Okay. In which case, never mind.
You still get +2 to AC from it.
That's
I still
true.
get +2 to AC.
Yeah, this one, the one that tries to attack you, definitely misses. The other one sort of reaches into a little bag on its side and throws a handful of mustard yellow powder into your face. And can you roll me a fortitude save?
+2 to saves.
Sure, and +2 to save because this is an evil creature, so add 2 to this.
Indeed. Okay, yeah,
30.
that saves.
Damn
The
good.
powder does not
It's an
affect you.
even 30.
Indeed. the other dolls are going to quickly come skittering over the floor towards you guys.
Something about that word skittering that just really creeps you out. More
It's
so
a
than
bad
the fact that they're
word.
dolls.
It's because it's onomatopoeic, I would say.
You think?
Hmm.
Right, so they are headed towards you, and that is their turn. Thyra, it is now.
It's me.
Yes,
Thyra
it's
yells
Thyra
aloud.
time.
It's
Indeed.
my time.
Time to bring the
Mhm.
thunder.
Yeah.
Great. Well, no. Well, guess I'll head out now. Man, what's Thyra going to do? Sorry, I know I probably should have, done any prep for my turn ahead of my turn, but I didn't. So
Keep away from the
there's
rats.
that. Good advice. Thank you.
10 out of 10. Would give again.
Cool. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try rushing them. Why the fuck? Oh, my leg's so short.
You could charge.
Charge is up to twice my max movement, which
Can
isn't
you only
very
40
far.
feet, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to there because someone was dragging an arrow and I can't fucking see the floor here.
Oh, yeah, that was me.
Do I have any ranged attacks?
You got your throwing hammers, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got my throwing hammers, but I don't want to have to drop my regular hammer, which I do like quite a lot.
You can pick it up again.
Right, okay, let's, I think I can just do Call Lightning. Sorry, it's a new PC, so I don't have all my bookmarks for spells.
No, that's fine.
Casting time, 1 round.
Okay.
Immediately upon completion of the spell, and once per round thereafter, you may call down a 5 foot wide, 30 whatever. Alright. I'm gonna shoot it with lightning.
Okay, fire
Nice.
lightning.
Fire lightning. Immediately upon completion of the spell. Okay, so I can right away. Right. So that's am I gonna use Lightning Lord, or I'll use my cleric domain use of call lightning.
Okay.
You can call a number of bolts, a total number of bolts equal to my caster level. Once per turn, I can just do this.
Sick.
Oh, it is
Nice.
standard action. Okay.
Mhm.
Regardless, so for this one, directly in front of Sigmund, it needs to roll a reflex save.
All right, it will.
It
as
should.
This lightning
Dance, fucker.
comes down.
Yum.
Here is right. Reflex save, and that is going to be what's the stat for that? Okay. It's a 29.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, hang on.
They're tiny things.
My spell save Donkey Kong is 16, so that does not work.
Alright,
so it
so
takes 4
lightning-
points of damage.
All right.
So
it
basically,
strikes down.
Thyra strikes a Sailor Moon style pose, and then she points her hand out, and literally the fucking door to the house bursts open again, and the lightning bolt comes arcing through, like
Yeah, that
snake
sounds
style.
good.
It comes through as like a fucking horizontal line, and then bolts across it.
Yeah, it goes like do 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 do.
Yeah, it's 5 foot wide, 30 foot long. Wait, hang on. 5 foot wide, 30 foot long vertical bolt of lightning. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's shame.
So it does
Whatever.
come down
Got a
from
lot
the
of
top.
that stuff.
It like ricochets several times, and then goes through that thing's head
Yeah.
Nice.
for 4 points of damage because life sucks.
Yeah, so it
does.
burns like half of the doll away, but it still sort of comes skipping on one leg towards you, Sigmund.
Fuck, I hate puppets.
Ah!
Okay. Then it is the Dave Master's turn.
To me. I'm gonna move again. Move again. Away from the rats.
Okay.
Goodbye. I've already forgotten where I was going.
Okay.
About there. Above this
Very well.
board. Ooh. And then I'm going to... Well, I already know what I'm going to do. Do I want to Bardic Performance, Inspire Courage, or Dirge of Doom? That's the question. Divine favour. I'm going to Bardic Performance.
Okay.
The old classic.
Bardic Performance is now in effect.
I'll put the thing down.
Yeah, I will draw text.
No, I'm doing it, don't worry.
Alright, yeah.
I was trying to do it, but it didn't work. There we go.
Right,
There we
so
go.
Mr. Barrowhill calls in some divine favor
Ah.
and starts Bardic Performance.
Oh, I'll mark that off my character sheet. Oh, and the rats also have their turn.
Yes. What do they do?
I'm pretty sure they just move
Do
to
they
the
move
nearest,
towards the nearest target?
the nearest thing that's still there, which is fortunately,
And how far can they
it's
move?
this guy.
Well, they're in a good the rats are in a good position. Like it's on the other side of.
Roll
they're
a
on the
d6.
other side of-
Yeah, roll d6.
They can only move 15 feet, but they're big.
Oh,
so
right.
They can still reach that guy though, I
We're
think, because they're
here.
large.
Oh, no. Up. So they're here. So that is that's
Yeah, the top corner will get him.
okay. Roll it.
Yeah, as long as we all keep migrating, we'll be fine. There you go. Nice. 11 points of damage so far. That doll is eviscerated.
Okay.
I assume.
5. Yeah. They chew up the snake.
Nice.
Okay.
So save.
You, Glanfar, it's your turn.
Oh, I didn't knock off that.
I'm going to launch a flurry of bows at Sigmund's lot, the nearest one.
Alright.
What was that noise?
I don't know.
Don't know.
What are you targeting with your flurry?
The dolls near
Don't-
Sigmund.
Okay. Which ones or what's your target?
I forget how many attacks I get.
4 in it. Or is it
I think
3
it's
unless
4,
you use a key
so-
point? I can't remember.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
4.
Okay.
This.
Looks good.
Yeah,
Roll
by
the attacks.
default you get 4 attacks.
Sick.
Mhm.
And they get +2s.
Nice.
Yeah, I've added those.
Yeah.
Good,
Hits,
just
hits,
checking.
hits.
You are the
Yeah,
best
they
at
are
remembering.
destroyed.
Haggis.
Sigmund, his dolls come running towards you over the ground. You see arrows flying close to the ground, skewering them to the wooden floorboards. Sigmund, it is your turn.
Okay, now Sigmund's dropping his rage,
Okay.
which makes him very tired and makes him fatigued for 2
Okay.
turns.
Is
Now, I
any
think
fa-
this is. Sorry, Egg?
I was wondering if any of the fatigue conditions are cancelled out by the bardic performance. Don't forget that.
It will have an effect. So,
Rousing song.
yeah. Strength to respond to 50. Yeah, okay, cool.
Oh, by the way, I don't know
Sorry,
if
go
it's too retroactive, Mon. I meant to say on my turn that I stopped concentrating on the rat spell, which means that in 2 rounds they're gonna go.
Okay. Very
That's
well.
Deliberate action on my part, just in case.
Okay, that's good.
But that's still
Cool.
for the 2 rounds.
Okay.
Carry on.
So yeah, Sigmund. So there's it helps mitigate. Nice one, Egg. And he's just tired, and he's just basically raged at the darkness and done nothing, and failed to get close to these things. He's just like, and Dave or Thyra can probably see this as he's the closest. And Thyra just kind of gets this look. Sig just gets this look on his face, is like, what was like. He just shakes his head. It's like, what's the? And he just kind of looks down at the shield of Arbello, and he's like, "No, I've got to remember. There's no point losing it.
Fucking hit them.
I'm having a moment here, Thyra.
Sorry.
A moment of personal development. I'm
No,
realizing
can
You're
it-
not imperiled.
Can it take less than 6 seconds for some reason?
And as Sigmund's taking this, he's looking at Thyra, but his hands are like smack, and it's real like muscle as he's dual wielding against these two things. And so there's a conversation that will pan out whilst he's in the middle of attacking these things.
Okay, sure.
So this is going to be dual wielding. I've applied all my modifiers. So yeah, dual wielding, not power attack.
Yes.
So yeah, and Dave's got things as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
So first off, Ace of Spades attack against the one on the left. Not flanked, not power attack. +2 modifier because of Dave. Actually, -2 because I'm dual wielding, so that balances out.
Yeah, okay.
So that's a 10.
Oof,
it's not very good.
That's not going to do it.
Okay, Shield of Arbello. Same again. Additional hit modifier 0. That's a 24.
That does hit.
Nice.
So submit additional damage modifier 2. That's 4. That's not very much. That's 5 points of damage.
That's just about enough.
Oh yeah.
So it jumps side to side, and you just manage to whack it with the shield, crushing it. Which one was that?
That was the one on the right.
Okay, that is destroyed.
And the one on the left gets a good old natural second attack. So not flanked, not power attacked, and -5 additional hit modifier because it's my second attack.
Yeah, it's fine.
-2 +2 cancelled out.
All right.
That's 16.
That does hit just about. So you have
Okay.
difficulty smashing it. It's sort of like whack-a-mole. As you smash down with the Mace of Spades, trying to get it, and it just about tries to jump away when you catch it, dealing 8 damage and destroying it.
And so Sigmund's like, look, Thyra, and his hands, it's just this, like it's like bam, smack, like it ducks under the first mace swing. The shield comes down on his friend, and then the mace coming back smacks it again. But Sigmund's not looking at it. He's like, look, Thyra, I'm just coming at to the realization that blindly relying on my rage is not effective. If I just remember my training, I'll be able to take out these two. And he just kind of looks over, and it's like, oh, okay.
Thyra does like a polite golfing style clap.
Okay.
Indeed.
That was very good. I enjoyed that.
Yes. So,
Good job.
It's now the dolls' turn. They are going to move. This one is going to go like this. This one is going to go...
Fucking hell, they move fast. What the shit?
Yeah,
They're tiny, skittering bastards.
Oh,
yeah,
God,
they're
I
like
hate it.
quickly
Mom.
running across the floor.
See what I mean about the word skittering?
Ooh,
Yeah.
you and your Scooby-Doo enemies, god damn it.
Thyra, let's see whether this hits you. What's the stats? Where's my document? No, that's not the one.
Good thing my AC isn't dramatically reduced. Oh, wait. Shit.
Okay, that misses. Glanvar, these two are going to make an attack against you. Well, one of them is, the other one is going to do something else. First one, an 11. I assume that does not hit you.
No.
Nope. And the other one is going to throw this yellow sort of stinking powder into your face. Fortitude save.
Fortitude save. Fortitude.
Is that top?
Amazing, I don't have a button for that.
Yeah, that's more than enough.
Another 28, Jesus.
Yeah, that's more than enough.
Rolling well enough fortitudes today.
Indeed.
Don't
So
jinx
you easily resist the powder. So these dolls are attacking you, and you're not, and Dave, you're not really fighting anything, but you hear
Dave shrugs.
like again this whirring noise from up in the darkness, as if something is being transported along the threads. And you see, Sigmund, especially you see two large shapes move, and you hear a voice coming out of the darkness that says, "Oh, Sigmund, oh, I thought we were friends." You couldn't
I thought you were
protect
dead,
us.
like double dead. Would you
We
just...
are. We are. We're all dead. And you couldn't protect us. And
They want everyone
now I
alive,
realize we
Sigmund.
weren't friends at all. We don't mean anything to you. And you see two large shapes descend
Those are big boys.
Oh,
And
that's worse. That's worse
from-
again.
from webbing puppet strings. You see two enormous puppets descend, and one of them, both of them seem to be sort of lashed and broken and spilling out like guts made of like stitched fabric, like patchwork fabric. And one of them has like a crown on its head and a large basin or a cup, if you will, holding it with both hands, which is leaking from a hole, this acidic sort of large alcohol stenching substance that drips onto the floorboards and makes like a hissing sound. And Sigmund, you realize him as the Duke of Broken Cups.
Duke of Broken Cups, what are you talking about? I gave you a cup. I gave you an extremely strong cup. It was enough to overcome your weird curse. But
And
you...
the other one is sort of half made of normal fabric and clay and stuff, other half made of what looks like this thick foam filled with like shards of bottle glass and this thick like acidic smoking stuff, and big frills of a dress, and you recognize the Duchess of Liquor Cream.
And you too. I drank that super weird cocktail on your get-go, and it was, well, it had alcohol in it, so, you know, right. But, like...
Yeah, like the inside of a pub trash can. Exactly. And they say, well, it didn't work, did it? Whatever you did, your nice words and your little gifts, in the end, they did nothing. And now we're dead, and now we have to carry out our revenge upon you, Sigmund.
Wait, you were dead before I even met you. That's not on me. This is classic. This is classic. Like diversion. You guys need to do some work on yourselves.
The only one who needs work is you. And the Duke is going to move and is going to make an attack towards you, Sigmund.
All right. I'm still fatigued, so it's...
Yes, you are. And is going to lift his big cup, leaking acid, and smashes it down upon you. Does a... where's my dice roller? Okay. Yeah. Say 25 hit you.
Are these evil?
Yes.
Then it does not.
I mean, look at them. Look at them, Agnew. Look at them.
Right.
So
Look at them, Sigmund.
you
Our
can
friend
see
Sigmund.
you can see the cup being smashed downwards towards Sigmund, but he catches it and sort of pushes it back upwards, and you can see that as he does so, the mithril armor, sort of like gloves of the armor, extend and make like large sort of branchings out of mithril to support his push as he is resisting this attack. And the Duchess is going to move, as she is not even touching the ground, but is carried through the air by these puppet strings. And now it is Thyra's turn.
Here I go, Thyra yells. Thyra's gonna rush the Duke of Broken Cups.
Okay.
you're in base to bits, mate.
Yeah, I was going
Like
to say
it.
opportunity.
Yep.
You are. So
Let's
that
go.
will provoke an attack of opportunity.
But other
Yep,
than that,
I am
how much
aware of
damage
that.
could this thing really do?
Right?
Yeah, 5 hit points.
200 damage.
That misses.
There we go. It's a 14 AC.
Yeah, I know.
Don't forget.
It misses.
Don't forget the bardic damage.
Thank you.
Okay. Thyra, roll the attack.
It's me. Here I
Don't
go.
forget your lightning, by the way. You can still do that.
I can, but I can do that for the next 8 rounds, so it's not urgent. It's also a standard action, so
Oh, I see.
yeah. I'm flanking him, the
Hey.
bastard.
You are.
And I got an additional 2 to hit. So that's a
Nice.
22.
Okay. That hits most definitely.
Good.
Roll the damage.
And essentially, it's he rushes Sigmund, Thyra rushes him.
Yeah.
So that's attack. She doesn't get her second attack because she had to move. Yeah, but it's essentially Thyra rushes him, and her hammer sort of catches fire mid pace. She like puts her knee down, and then in this sort of big arc from underneath, catches him in the small of the back, and is just like, "Hey, fuck off from Sigmund! You stay out of his head, fucking puppet!"
Okay. That is a damage. That's solid. Does that not have a fire enchantment as well?
Yes, it does. Oh, I forgot to roll it. Right, I see
That's
what you
why I
mean
asked.
now. Fuck you, puppet! Elder! And then the
Alright.
flame.
Yeah,
Because
that
Thyra
makes sense.
also canonically forgot about the enchantment.
Yeah. So you see the flaming hammer strike towards his side, blow out a big chunk of it. Oh, Sigmund, why are you doing anything to protect us? Is this what you are now? Are these friends? Wanton destruction? Have you given up on everything that you stood for? And it is Dave's turn.
It's me. I'm gonna have the rats go first, and they cannot quite reach. I don't think, because they can only move 15 feet. So is that? I don't quite understand
No,
the whole.
Can't quite reach, I'm afraid.
They will still move.
But they will.
Well, they
move
would if
there.
I could control them. Thank you. Well, I can't control them.
I
I
will,
can't actually control them, so it makes sense.
Yeah,
they
that's
would just
true.
go for whoever's closest. So they're closing in on us, and they've got one more turn left to do some damage. And I'm going to. What are these little bastards made out of? Did you say?
Clay, wicker, like sticks, normal like doll stuff.
Is it like squishy clay or dry clay?
Hard clay, so dry clay.
Can I set them on fire?
It would
With
be
spark.
flammable. What are you trying to do here?
I thought I'd just spark one of them and see if something happens. Okay, then sure, this is what Dave's doing in character as well. I'm not going to ask
Sure,
the DM.
yeah, you
Dave's
can
just going
try
to do
that.
it. He's going to try and
you
set this
can try that,
fucker on
and they
fire
will
with his mind.
Try and roll a fortitude save.
Yeah, I
to
think
resist
I
that.
think there is something that you have to do. Education, immediate,
Okay,
25 feet. Yeah, I'm at 25 feet. And I'm also going to keep moving. Whoop.
Okay, so
And-
what DC am I looking for?
Well, if we assume there isn't... okay, what's the AC of my cantrips?
It's a 0-time spell, so it's just plus your charisma mod.
15.
Okay, yeah, then that catches fire.
Hooray!
And it's going to take a little bit of damage as you set one of these puppets on fire, and it just sort of has like a flaming haircut, and it runs a few circles.
Woohoo! I did that with my
indeed.
brain!
Glanfar, your turn.
I
Also
am
maintain
going-
bardic performance. Sorry.
Yes. That's good.
I'm going to do another flurry, one on each of the puppets in front of me, and then the remaining 2 on the big boy next to the big rat.
There's actually several small rats.
Yes. Very good. Okay. Roll it.
Nice.
Okay.
Mostly.
All of those hit. Except, what's the fourth one going for?
Big dude.
Then that one does not hit. So the first 3 hit. Where were those headed?
So,
It was the 2 in front
one.
of you.
2, and 3.
Okay. Then these 2 are destroyed. And your arrow tears out a chunk of the face of the Duchess of Liquor Cream, which sort of is replaced by this swelling, foaming mass of like basically Bailey's cream with like glass shards in it and all that kind of trash. And then it is.
I could really
the turn-
smell these NPCs.
Oh yeah, like you can smell them
I know that
hard. This is
smell.
the vile stench of like the sour odor of trash and alcohol and sweat and just
I'm thinking
that
like
kind
a
of shit.
Stella Artois bottle that was left on the pavement.
Yeah,
It's at a pub.
exactly. That's what they
That
smell
sort of
like.
smell.
Okay. So, Sigmund, it is your turn.
So Sigmund, the Duke of Broken Cups is like, you haven't protected us. Like, Sigmund's getting a bit sick of this. It's like, you listen to it. You came to me, right? You're clearly part of this bullshit that's going on. You weren't a friend to me. You were just trying to enable. You were just trying to bring me down to your level, so you wouldn't feel as bad about yourself, because I was there too. Well, you know what, Duke of Cups? Fuck you. I have real friends, and yeah, I let myself get in a hole over it, but there are people that care about me, and yeah, I fucked up, and honestly, I'm gonna fuck up again, but you are not gonna be here to see that. And then he just starts swinging on him.
All right, roll it all.
Okay.
Flanking.
So,
And
flanking
damage.
as well, yeah.
And
So,
bites.
I'm not gonna power attack this, mostly because I've forgotten how power attack works.
Valid.
Yeah.
Valid.
You attack really powerfully.
I do.
Yes.
It complicates matters. So that's there. That's there. That's a 25.
Hits.
Pretty decent.
So that's Mace of Spades.
That also gets +2s.
It's a -2 to hit for +4 damage.
Yeah, cool. Right. Additional round of fire 2 for Dave stuff. So that's 13 points of damage.
Hooray.
Okay, that's not hit.
Next up, pun.
That's the damage, not the hit.
Yes.
Okay, that's damage.
25 doesn't hit.
Sorry, yeah, 13 damage. Okay, fine, sorry.
Additional hit modifier is out. Mace, so the Shield of Arbello does 29, presumably 29 hits.
Yeah, definitely does.
Bam. Oops, sorry, wrong one.
That's fine. Roll it again.
Oh, that's 5.
Okay.
As the Shield of Arbello, as it's basic, and then so yes, not power attack. -5 for the third attack.
Okay.
15.
That just about hits.
Hooray.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's the Mace of Spades. Do it again. No power attack. +2 damage modifier. That's another 10. As he just like. I don't know how this will work because he's flanked, but there's a. I get free bull rush attack against.
In what
because my shield
direction
hit.
would you want to bull rush him?
It has to be directly away from me, so into Thyra.
Can I get an
Well, I
extra
mean,
attack in?
He's pretty. Yeah.
Well, you have to make a save to see if it happens or not.
That's true. Okay. Is that combat maneuver? Or...
I think you have to.
Because bull rush is a combat maneuver, right?
Yes, bull rush, but and it's so it's the attack of the Shield of Arbello +2 because I'd already hit him with the Mace of Spades and he was groggy. So
Yeah,
31 is what to.
Is that a 31? You said.
Is what you're looking for, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that is definitely not what this guy's combat maneuver defense is. Where have you rolled that, by the way?
It uses the attack roll of the shield bash.
Oh, fine. Oh, that's fine then. Yeah,
And then adds 2 because of some stuff on the Mace of Spades.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so bam. He is bull rushed. Thyra, roll a reflex save.
Yeah, boy. Thyra is thrown through a window and dies from the fall.
What?
13.
Yeah.
That's decent enough to step aside, I
Ooh,
think.
what size? Is this large or is this larger than large?
It's large.
Okay, large, it still gets pushed back.
Does Thyra
Yeah.
maybe like scoot like that and he just goes back? How far
Yeah.
does he go?
You'll get an attack of opportunities. He's moving past though, maybe.
Oh, really? Is that how that
Well, I
works?
don't know.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
true.
we're
Still be
purely
in like threatened range.
Yeah, like honestly, I think that is solid.
So what was the combat maneuver defense?
Not 31.
No, well,
Um,
depending on how much higher I am than it, is how far you
Oh,
move back.
right,
So,
I see. Is it 5 foot per 5 higher?
yes. Well, it's 5 plus 5 foot for each higher.
All right, then.
So
he's
it's
pushed
5
back.
was the.
Yeah. Then he's pushed back 10 feet. Then it's like this. Yes.
Okay.
No, it's actually like this. There we go.
Okay. And if Clara gets an attack of opportunity as he goes pushing past, that'd be
Indeed.
Yeah, do we?
All right, roll it.
8 optics.
Fucking sweet. Here we go.
Hmm.
No flank, but I do still get the additional to hit. Fucking heck.
Yeah.
Nice.
Here we
That's
go.
all right.
Also, this is an actual combo attack.
It's a wombo combo.
Sigmund uses the shield, bashes the Duke of Cups because he's hanging from strings.
Fucking
So
A,
he's
that's
easily-
max damage, I think.
Nice.
No, it's not. It's 2 less than max damage, but I'm
He's
still happy.
easily
Close.
pushed back. So that's an 18, and that's enough.
Yeah.
That's
So
pretty
Sigmund
cool.
slams.
I'm going to choose to interpret the all simultaneously. So bam, bam,
Yeah. So like
pushing out of
Sigmund
range. And all that.
smashes him back. He
Looks
falls back.
like your cup just got broken. Thyra, like,
Shabam! And he
Golf club
explodes
swing.
in like a haze of fire. And
This
it's
guy's-
just a pile of burning debris.
Well, his cup was already broken. That was kind of his deal. Like, oh
What?
wait, no, I've got one, right?
oh, go for it.
Looks like in this case we runneth over the cup.
Oh, that was good.
Nice.
I know.
Oh,
that's
that's
good.
good.
What
Right.
was that referencing?
Cup runneth over. It's like one of those classic idioms.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've not heard that one. In the Dwarven lands, our cups are never
you have
filled
big-
full enough to run over.
Well,
They're
have the
usually
big- you have the
emptied by
big
that
cups,
point.
right? Like you have.
We have the Dwarven lands are very known for big cups.
Yeah.
We're small people with ironically bigger cups, which just makes us look smaller. It's wildly frustrating. Tell them, Glanvar.
Okay. So
No, like it was great. Like the only other time, like I once seen this paladin with a big spoon. But other than that, like yeah.
I understood that reference. Wait, I mean, I understood that shit. Fuck. My persona's emerging. Weird.
okay. So
Oh no, puppets!
yes, Glanvar, 2 attacks towards you. A 19.
Nope.
A 25.
Yes. Fuck aye.
Okay. So that is going to deal 4 points of damage as this thing bites into your hand, and you shake it off. And as you do so, suddenly a looming comes over you, and you see the Duchess of Liquor Cream, sort of the front half of her, loom over you and sort of ooze downwards and try to envelop you in thick alcoholic foam full of glass shards and metal nails and stuff like that. What is your combat maneuver defense?
My TMD is good question. That's one. That's a
Not
question.
alcohol, that
Yeah,
makes
but
him lose his monk powers. I think.
Is it 23 or higher?
No.
Then that does hit you. So you are enveloped. So glad you guys suddenly see Glanvar be submerged in this sort of oozing mass of stinking like cream of beer and alcohol.
Oh no, Baba.
Oh,
Glanvar,
what is
you,
this shit?
take where's my roll? You take 4 points of damage from like all the glass shards and the nails in it, and you take 6 points of damage from the acidic nature of this corroding us. So that's 10 damage that you take, and you are enveloped by it.
Ew.
And when it is your turn, you will need to make rolls or in order to escape, because as it stands, you are immobile, which means that you can make attacks, but you cannot move. You also, let me just read this thing. You also get a -2 to attacks, it seems.
Or just a 0, I guess.
Yes. Dave, your turn is up.
My turn. No, that's not going to work.
Wait, when was my? You missed me.
Oh, sorry, I
yes.
did.
Oh, yes, because of
My
course you had the
apologies.
attack opportunity.
Yes.
That's terrible. Thyra, it's
It's
your
all right.
turn. I am sorry.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So Thyra's going to do a full round attack to try and clear the field of these dudes.
Okay.
Is it still +2's time? It is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, the little thingy was covered. Thyra is rolling pretty good today. She's doing quite well, isn't she?
So far.
I'm proud of
so
my
far.
girl. Yeah, true. I bet the big thing comes down and then she starts rolling like shit. I'm fucking calling it now.
Just the way.
All right, 9. That kills it.
Okay, but I do 6 damage to it anyway.
So
It dies and then it sets fire, and then it catches on
does.
fire.
You keep smashing on it until it sets on fire.
Yeah.
That's like one of my favorite
Okay.
tropes.
That's
And
fine.
then also my second attack,
Yep.
which is -3 because it's -5 because it's my second attack, and then +2 because of Dave's thing. That's a 10, so that's not going to hit probably.
Pretty sure.
That is not going to hit now. 10 is
Okay,
not gonna hit.
she aims a little high.
Yeah.
She
Um,
relishes killing the first one too much.
Yeah. Okay, then it is Dave's turn.
Now it's me.
Yes.
And I'm 5 feet too far to reach Lava to pull him out, which is probably just as well because my strength stat is still 4.
Okay.
So instead, I'm going to. Do I still? No, that's probably a bad idea. Actually, never mind. I'm going to do something more sensible than shooting an incendiary bolt into something made of alcohol and do something else.
Do it.
Well, there
the
is-
fire thing.
Not
There
what
is
I was
still
inside
the
it.
2 other doors.
Grandpa would want to live and die by the bow, I assume.
Not by dying in a pile of alcohol. I will instead.
It seems ironic in a way, I think.
Well, I'm not gonna move. Oh, actually, I guess the rats are gonna move, but they're not gonna reach anything, so they just disappear out of existence. The rats are gone. Goodbye, rats. Yeah, they did a solid 11 points of damage. That's better than most of my summons do, really.
Okay, that is against what?
What?
Oh yeah, the rats are gone.
They're
you
gone.
say.
Yep. I'm instead going to use my move action to load my crossbow and my standard action to fire it at one of the little fuckers over here.
Okay.
This one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move this for a bit.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Oh, I get
Well,
my own bonuses, don't I? It's still always a novelty to me when that happens.
Yeah, you do. You get your own bonuses.
Attack roll. Flank, no. Power attack, no. Additional hits, yes. Woohoo.
Okay, that hits. Roll damage.
I will do that thing. No power attack, additional hit. Hooray, 5 points of damage.
Kills it.
Yeah, I killed something.
Okay, Glantar, it is your turn. To try and break out, you will need to make a combat maneuver roll against its combat maneuver defense. Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
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 Aha.
Hello there, General
So
Kenobi.
if you want to, hello, General Kenobi. If you want to break out of it, you'll need to roll combat maneuver bonus. But you can still make attacks, but it is with a -2.
Shoot it to death from inside.
I am literally going to pincushion this thing's kidneys.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
actually find
So-
it impressive that being inside a thing, you'd be more likely to miss it.
It's because you are held back and slowed down by the ooze mass.
So I
Mm.
can't move, therefore I can do a full round action or only standard actions.
You can do a full round action. It just says that you cannot move.
So
You can
+2
do
-2 on the attacks
Okay.
and 2 damage.
Okay.
Great.
So 24, 31, 11, and 15. So 3 of those hit, and that's a total of 5, 6, 22. Okay.
You just hear
Um,
an annoyed "Run! Let me
Yeah,
out!"
you see like all kinds of arrows sticking out of it suddenly. And yeah, it's not dead, but it is damaged. It even seems to be losing its consistency, sort of drooping off the strings, and you can see Glanvar sort of appearing and disappearing behind the coalescing mass of foam and trash. Sigmund, it is your turn.
Gross.
So Sigmundo.
Yes.
Sigmund. Okay, it's no longer fatigued. So 5, 10, 15. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 20. Okay, I can't quite get to the other side, but I can get to here. And do a punching smack on this man.
Do it.
Okay, Mace of Spades.
Yeah, roll it.
No power attack. In fact, you know what? Yes, power attack.
Power attack. Okay, that's fine.
-2. Additional hit
Okay,
modifier is
roll
2.
whatever it hits.
17.
That hits. And it is destroyed because it's going to be a 1 + 4 anyway. That's 5. So whatever the damage is, it is destroyed.
Right.
And it is very, very, very destroyed. You smack it down, you bury it in the floorboards, crack the floorboards, and see sort of the swirling white mass of ethereal mist and spirits underneath them.
And holds out his hand for a fist bump from Thyra.
Nice.
Yep. Fair enough.
Um,
Thyra returns
okay.
it and does the Big Hero 6 style ba la 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 la.
Nice. Okay, this one is going to move to here to attack you, Sigmund. And it is going to roll for that. Nope, it misses. And Clanvar, you are going to take damage again because you are still enveloped. So that is again 6 acid damage and 2 damage normally from the shards and sharp objects in it.
So 8
So a
damage.
total of 8. Total of 8. And then it is Thyra's turn.
Okay, Thyra's gonna charge at the thing eating Glanvar.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm aware that takes an attack of opportunity.
Yes, it does. Okay, let's see what that does. That's a 20.
Oh, that hits.
Okay, so that's a 6 points of damage as this thing jumps up on your shoulder, like bites into your nose, like rips the flesh as it jumps away.
Ow! Fucking puppets! I hate it here.
But yeah, you are there.
Great.
From inside, you hear muffled. You fucking hate it.
Mind your language, Glanvar. When I do it, it's cute.
Please don't set it on
That
fire.
hits,
Please
that
don't set it on
definitely
fire.
hits. That
I'm going to set it on fire.
No, don't! God wasn't there.
Dave, trust me, I'm an expert on this thing. Alcohol doesn't burn.
How do you kill it?
Setting it on fire.
It does say it's beer. It's definitely not flammable alcohol.
Yeah, it's water. What Thyra does
Thank
is
you,
she
Nova.
leaps up into the air and does an overhead swing, and just goes right through the shoulder. I don't know. She's trying to avoid hitting Glanvar.
Okay, that's fine. So you strike it, the flames burst out, the whole thing evaporates into this warm beer-smelling steam, Clanvar is released. He is soaked with like watered down pint. It's not nice, but you are
That
free.
almost immediately starts retching from the scent.
Yeah, it's a nasty one.
That is a nasty one.
Yeah.
He just looks up and glares at Thyra.
Yeah.
What?
I imagine
I
that he
saved
probably,
you
like-
from the death
Like
thing that was
wrings out
eating
his
you.
beard.
Would
And
you
like,
rather I didn't? What?
okay.
What is the fucking... What's the ideal there, Glanvar? Do I let you drown in beer?
So, as you've killed them, you hear the threads moving.
Oh, there's one small one left, but I'm taking
Oh,
it.
Oh,
kick
really?
it.
Oh, yeah, that's actually shit.
Fucking,
Yeah, I
can we
mean-
just kill that narrative?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Someone
dead.
fucking kicks it.
Yeah,
Oh,
like not gonna bog down time for that.
a gentle breeze claps
Yeah,
it.
like Sigmund just races a foot clad in mithril armor and just stomps it under his mithril heel.
Mithril.
It's real.
Mithril. Fuck. God
Um,
damn it.
Okay, so you hear the threads moving, and you hear the voice say, "I'm surprised, Sigmund. I didn't think you had this much fight left in you. But it doesn't matter. Come to the center of the room. Let's have a chat." And you see a shape move down from the darkness, and what you see is the shape of a woman clad in an extremely excessive white frock dress with like a big powdered white wig on her head. She appears to be mummified, so she is very like dehydrated, clearly dead, and you see her move in this sort of slow twitching like fashion, and her white frock dress is sort of ragged at the bottom, and she is covered with little dolls that are stitched and woven onto the dress, all of which have these soul gems in their mouths, and you can hear very faintly like the swishing and sort of no, it's not true. No, from the voices inside of the soul gems.
You're telling me there's
And
no
as-
horrifying mono of this,
I'm sorry.
and then
Just
and there's
just a moment. Just a moment.
okay, sorry.
And she
I was
is
checking you
lowered
were okay.
down, and the mummified corpse's eyes open into these white, pearly orbs. If you don't know what they're looking at because there's no iris or pupil, so you can't tell. And the mouth slowly opens to reveal Sigmund, you're a muscular guy.
Mm.
This python is as thick as your upper arm as it comes sort of squeezing its way out of this mummy's mouth. And the voice seems to be coming from the snake. And where's my thing? And she's not this big, but I will show you this on a slightly larger scale to show the art. She is lowered down,
Okay.
There she
and
is.
one mummified hand slowly lowers and beckons you to come. There is much we need to discuss. Even if you don't want to surrender yourself, even if you don't want to leave your petty realm, there are things in the future that I have seen, Sigmund. Things that you cannot prevent, things you cannot protect your friends from. And she motions her hands around, and yes, tokens. Gonna add her to turn.
Just in case.
I think Sigmund just casts his eyes over to like Dave and Thyra. I think Bladvar is still getting himself out of that loop at that point, and just like raises his eyebrows in a like kind of what's this?
Dave's
kind
like
of
shaking
thing.
his head. He's like, I mean, isn't the future always full of things that we can't control anyway? Is that the point of the future?
And then Sigmund's just like, kind of like, it's like, yeah, let's huddle. So like, I don't know, like, should we just attack her? Should I just go have a little chat and then attack her? Like, what's up?
She's pretty enormous and kind of terrifying to look at.
That's true. I don't think she's actually that big. I mean,
Yeah, she's
No.
actually human size.
yeah.
I don't think she's legit. I'm no expert on, like,
Tell us
alignments or morality, but I don't think she's legit.
No, I know. I mean,
I've...
I know. I mean, I've choked on a python before, but this is just ridiculous.
Anyway.
Dave is confused.
Okay, I'm just gonna go and like chat from like here.
Okay, can we
Yeah,
like back you up or
Like,
Yeah.
roll like 4 deep and see what's up.
Okay, let's do the arrow formation. Worst comes to worst, I'll throw Dave at the target.
And she,
No, don't do that.
yeah, and she says, there's grave danger in your future, all of you. And she points towards you guys, all of you, Sigmund, Dave, Thyra.
Well, to be fair, there's danger in Gladvar's present.
Yeah,
Still all that shit.
there was danger like this morning. Today alone, I've been in a bank heist.
It's
I went to a
Tuesday.
horrible basement with like a blood cloud in there.
Then there was the demon. Like, that was fucked.
The thing
Yeah.
with the demon.
There are things in this future that you can't foresee, things you can't fathom.
Even more fucky things.
That's the point of
If
the
you had
future.
to, if you had to like quantify the fucky things that we've seen today versus the fucky things that you've seen,
I
diagram.
just said you can't fathom. It's pretty big. Like, it's,
Well, you're not a very.
um,
This isn't hugely convincing.
anyway,
I could say
Sigmund,
things in the future were unfathomable.
silence.
No.
As things stand, your friends are surely doomed. But if you want, I can make you a deal. I don't only possess magic of the cruel kind. I'm a witch of every kind, every aspect. I can cast luck, prosperity. I can ensure that your friends are protected from the future that is coming. But I only need a small price. What do you think, Sigmund? Are you still able to protect? Are you still able to sacrifice for the beautiful future of those you care about? And she opens her hand, and you feel sort of the air coalesce, and on your body you see sort of like a shimmering sort of like pale flame substance sort of slightly move out of your body but retract into it. You see that your soul is feeling the pull of some kind of magic.
Hey, get off my toe. Oh, also, what did you say? Beautiful future? That's... Can I sense motive for this person?
Yes, you can.
It's actually really annoying me that I just noticed our arrow is slightly off center.
Oof, yeah, that's
That's upsetting.
is that the map that's being weird? Yeah, it
Oh.
probably looks like it. Anyhow, with a 14, that not higher than the skill that she has rolled, whichever it is.
Probably bluff.
So whatever she's saying, she seems to be convinced of its truth. You are quite sure that this is what she is actually trying to say to you, regardless of whether she's bluffing or whether she's
Sure.
trying to convince you. And she, yeah, it seems quite clear. She's offering some sort of magical protection for your friends, and in return, she seems to want your soul.
Listen, you can't have... look, my soul's off limits. Like, if you want to do some business, we can do some business. Like, I don't know, carve a chunk off Glanvar or something. But like, I'm just kidding. He turns around. Don't worry. I'm just trying to
Glanvar just
set
shoots him in a
expectations.
glare.
Okay, we're gonna go check this.
He's shooting a lot of glares today. I think he's taken a flurry of blows feet for that. Flurry of blows.
A
Whatever.
lot of
Flurry
shitty
of
things have happened to
glares.
Glanbot in.
Flurry
Flurry
of
of
glares.
evils.
Like, look, I've had an epiphany today, so you're not having my soul. My soul is off the table.
He's still using it.
That's a valid point. I'm still using it. Now, either you can say what you want to say. I've got a counter offer for you. You tell me what you know, and he takes a step forward, and we won't beat the shit out of you. We took down a heavy hitter demon today. You think I'm worried about? Okay, actually, I'm going to take a step back. The snake thing is super weird. But you know, yeah. Tell us or we'll kick your ass. How's that for a counter offer? And he turns around and gives big thumbs up to everyone behind him.
Dave's last convinced.
Another polite golf clap.
As the lightning from Lightning Lord is, which I think is still active, can be crackling.
That is
It's going for
crackling.
like another 4 turns, I think.
Yeah. Can you guys all roll me a sense motive?
I mean, there's basically no point, but I will do it anyway.
Yeah, I don't trust that Sigmund guy.
I might.
Fucking, I have a +8 to sense motive. God damn it.
Do you want me to roll again, or is...
Yeah, again.
Thank you, Glanbot.
I think Glanval might have an idea
Yeah.
again.
Probably.
Yeah, Glanbot's the only one that's got any idea what the fuck's going on.
Okay.
As usual.
Guys, I don't think this lady's legit.
Are not really caring much to check like how intimidated she actually is. Glanvar, you being you can tell like, yeah, like she's not happy about the way this is going, and she does realize the 4 of you combined are probably out for league, like a physical battle scenario. And she was not intending on fighting all of you. So she's... You can stand to know the future. That's not something destined for your kind. Humans are too feeble, too weak. If they know what's coming, it'll drive them mad.
What about dwarves?
Yeah, I say
Well,
Glanvar looks back and says, he's human. We two are dwarves, that's a halfling.
Yeah, also, that was what you were offering us. You were offering to tell us and I said,
Yeah.
you're completely undercutting your own offer. You're really bad at this.
So, like, what if Sigmund did say no? What was the plan here?
Quiet! Fine!
No.
You can...
Thyra, give her a zap! Give her a zap!
Give her a what now?
No.
A zap!
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The lightning! You've still got the lightning coming on for 4 turns. Give her a quick zap.
The what now? Thyra has like thunder and lightning like crackling around her. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Just like, no, 1 second there. And he comes over here and whispers, give her a zap with the lightning. It'll help our position.
All right. She needs to roll the reflex save.
Okay. She is going to attempt to counterspell.
Sigmund, I have no idea what you're talking about. Thyra sneezes and then lightning just erupts from her.
And let's see, that's what level spell is that?
It's a 3rd level spell. It's one of my domains.
Okay. And
I'd hate to see what happens when you fart.
Gross. She's a lady. She doesn't fart.
yeah.
I could have taken that somewhere else, but I'm not going to.
Anyhow,
Good.
So counter spells. She is gonna roll a. Where's the bloody thing?
It's under Dispel Magic in Pathfinder, I think.
Yeah.
It just has a cat spell built in. If memory serves.
Oh yeah. It is actually. Oh shit. It is
Right?
Dispel Magic.
It's kind of weird, huh? That
Um,
said, I do think it's kind of stupid that you can have, like, counter spell.
Yeah, it's a
and-
bit weird.
Dispel
Yeah,
Magic
it's
and 5th
Dispel
edition.
Magic that she's casting, not Counterspell. I just call it Counterspell out of habit. Okay, so I am first of all going to quickly move because my flatmates have just come home and I am not going to bother them with all of this babbling about.
Fantasy bullshit.
Yeah. Bear with me for 5.
No, babe.
Okay. So, you guys can still hear me, I assume?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, that's fine then. So, that is going to be. No. Oh yeah. So your spell level is 3rd.
Yep.
And your caster level, that is what I need to know.
8.
8th. Okay. So that's a DC 19, and she's roll cast level check herself.
Dispel Magic. It works great to an extent.
Okay, so that succeeds.
This is the main reason why I didn't
God
take it.
damn
It was
it.
my 3rd level spell.
So the lightning goes to strike, but is snuffed out as like a wisp of shadow flushes around her, and she says, quiet, hear this. You can keep your soul, it'll do you no good. The future that is coming is going to destroy all of you, like it or not. Either you'll die in this city at the Seraph Servants, or the great serpent from the east will come and devour you all. Either way, your life is not much longer for this world. And when you die, let me tell you this, Sigmund, some way or another, your soul is going to be mine, you petty little pest. And as she says that, whoosh, the entire room turns to mist, swirls around. It's almost as if the room sort of quickly zooms out into the distance, and you are being pulled back, and you guys suddenly open your eyes with a jolt.
Sigmund just starts. You think that intimidates me? You think the people that we fuck with, like, if shit goes south, our souls are gonna be much bigger fish than you.
Dude, she's gone. Dude.
You're not even gonna get a look in. We're gonna get owned by much harder people than you.
Are you alright?
I'm feeling surprisingly good, actually.
I mean, you don't have a witch in your head
you
anymore.
did well there. Yeah, that was.
That's gotta feel pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Okay. This armor's dope, though, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and so you guys...
It's very flexible. I feel like I can get more range of movement. It's lighter as well.
It looks good.
It does.
Are
I
we
think if you
just
were going to
back-
classify it, it's technically heavy armor, but would only be classified as medium. Wearing
And
it.
I
So
bet
you
your
guys,
mithril armor doesn't smell like evil assassin. I just can't get the smell out of mine.
It just smells like poison. Like I can't breathe too deeply in this thing.
Yeah.
I heard, yeah, he was a very flatulent halfling, from what I heard.
You guys all,
Lord.
you guys all suddenly open your eyes. You're back in the study of the Chancellor.
Go back to my original hit points.
Yep.
Okay.
And I think as you guys sort of hazily wake up, Dave sort of mutters as he was done, I can't get the smell out. And Chatwick, the two doctors, are all looking at you and say, what?
What?
We had a. Okay, everyone else dreamt that too, right?
Yeah, and Sigmund, you wake up and you feel the armor sitting around you, and it feels great. You now have your myth, and that having released the Night Hag's influence on you, your your head feels sort of visibly lighter. You feel well rested, even now that this evil effect on your nightmares you're on, and since you have a level up pending, that now goes into effect.
Hooray! I will sort that out after this thing, I think.
Very
Okay,
sensible.
awesome. So yeah, you guys are back in the chamber, and Chatwick says, I thought it wasn't going to work there. Remember like 30 minutes ago, Amos, when I almost... And he says, yeah, don't mention that. Don't mention that to them. Anyhow, and he sort of, you smell sort of like an acrid smell, and Amos quickly disconnects the like cable clamps from Sigmund's armor, and you can see that one of them is like almost burned through. Anyhow, that went great. I'm glad to see that worked. So, we are in a bit of a situation, guys. I think you'd better follow us.
We've been in a situation since we got in this city, but okay.
Sure,
That's a
I
good
will
point.
pass
I
on
think
the
we do
information
have
that the
to
guy had gave us as well, right? Like, because there was a couple of names that got dropped there. It's like, we'll
What's
pass
that?
that on.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like the
So you
situations haven't
follow-
really ceased.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. So one situation after
Yeah.
another.
So you follow the two doctors and Chatwick to the balcony of the that's connected to the Chancellor's chambers. And Chatwick says, "Well, we threw up a positive energy barrier around the academy when you were asleep, so that everyone inside is protected against the embers, and it's a physical one as well, so no one can get in at the moment. Well, the things are as you see, and come onto the balcony, and you see that around you, well, around the academy, there's like a dome of very slight yellow golden energy, which seems like a big bubble, even.
Your typical force fields, fair.
Yes, and outside of that bubble is amassed an enormous force of the Blackwater military. And they are all on standby, it seems. And you see a lot of pikes, you see a lot of guns, you see two large sort of, doesn't seem like cannons, but it's kind of magical device, it seems like a magic siege device. And you can also see one person who is standing at the head of all these like squadrons of guards and soldiers, who's wearing like a big metal armor, has like a big collar, and his armor is much more extensive than that of the guards, which is just like a helmet and a breastplate. This guy has full plate, and has a big beard, and has sort of very, very dead set, like evil eyes, even. And Chatwick points down and says, "That right there is Bartholomew's Jado,
One of the
He's,
names we found on the list.
military captain, and one of the names on your list."
Yeah, he's a literal fucking demon, isn't
Probably a literal fucking demon. We don't
he?
know for
Fucking
sure.
hell. Great.
And
Allegedly.
Probably.
This is such a fucking Tuesday.
And he...
Can we just ignore them and regain our spell slots for a sec here? Can we just go to sleep?
Yeah, like you guys also have the rested effect.
Oh, so do we
from
get everything
this
back?
Situation. You do get your spells back.
Hooray.
And you look outside. you see that they are just waiting, and in the distance you can see one of the balloons
Oh, that's
that
not
is
good.
approaching. Luckily it seems to be very slow because it's a balloon,
Yeah, figures.
but it is coming. And it seems that Jado is content just waiting for the anti-magic balloon to come and pop a hole into the force field.
Glanvar, you know what that means. Balloon heist.
No more heists. No more dwarf
Thyra
heists.
looks delighted.
Hmm.
Thyra, like, looks to Glanvar like she has her fists up. She's, like, grinning.
Sigmund also has his fists up and is grinning.
You can't. Isn't it? It's the sky. You can't steal it.
Look, Glanvar will shoot a rope, we'll all climb on the balloon, and then we'll heist it.
Yeah, by the time it's
Glanvar,
close
you've done
enough
this
that you can.
700 times before. It's that easy, isn't it?
I'm not admitting any guilt to anything.
By the time it's close enough that you could shoot a rope on it, it's gonna pop the bubble,
Oh.
and then everyone here's gonna die
actually,
because they're
that's,
just
So
people.
you'll have to shoot pretty far, Glanvar. I know you're, pretty good with a bow. Do you think you can...
I'm telling you, this is not a good idea because the dude's still down there.
Well,
How long
you
do
know
we
what
have
would be
until you
great for
think the
fighting
balloon-
a demon?
The balloon
An
gets hit.
anti-magic balloon.
That would be pretty good. That's a good point.
I have several good ideas.
I think that might be pushing it a little bit.
Also, Mon,
think...
just so you're aware, if you think you're putting those onto the chat, you're not. You're sending them just to me.
I'm sorry?
What are you sending, Hag?
Theo.
Oh, yes, that is Ag. Oh, sorry, I thought that was normal PATHCO chat. That's
I just thought you were showing a delightful song about rats. Second one, I
What?
maybe you
right.
just got the wrong thing.
What the fuck?
I sent that to everyone.
No.
That's terrible. I need to show all of you this. It's my favorite song about rats. And it's called We're the Rats.
You can listen to it later.
I hate the picture of this bearded, angry man.
That's the demon
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
So
and that is-
I
That's
think
Jado.
Mr. Payne, Dr. Payne. Well, if you didn't
Yes,
know
of course.
that your boss was a demon, chances are they don't know their boss is a demon. And if we can expose him as a demon somehow, they probably won't try and kill us all. And then we'll have the army on our side for dealing with the other demons.
Yeah, I think we should steal a balloon too.
I mean, so if we can get the army on our side, we'll have all of the balloons, sire. All of them.
Fucking Dave! Finally, you're speaking
Yes.
my language.
Yes.
When did you learn Dwarven?
I've always known Dwarven, sire.
Oh. Why the fuck am I speaking common then?
Because I'm stupid and I
Oh.
can't speak anything else.
And Polly doesn't care.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, so step one, fight the demon, then we fight the other demons using a balloon.
Or some other way. Because you dispelled magic on the first demon. Can you do that again?
After a nap, perhaps.
Yeah, but you've had a nap.
It takes an hour for me to commune with Thor, and
Oh, so even though
Get
you've
my-
rested
get my
up, this is
spells.
me asking out of character, so even though you've rested up, you don't get your...
that's actually a good point. Do I get my spells back?
Yes.
I do?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we said.
Wait,
we
never
slept.
mind!
Yeah. You slept.
Fucking A. Well, me getting my spells is different from me sleeping.
Yeah, you have to pray for an hour.
Yup.
I mean, do you think if it takes more than an hour for the balloon to get here, then that's fine. Can you prepare one spell and then get
It's
the
a
rest later?
very slow balloon.
No, the balloon is coming from the industrial district.
There's a
and
man walking by foot, and he has a long, long rope, and he's in
looks
the
like it.
only source of propulsion for the balloon.
It looks like it'll take about 15 minutes.
Oh, okay, so we don't have that long.
That's a really long distance. It's a really slow balloon.
Does anyone else know dispel magic? We've got a bunch of sorcerers and stuff, and you can do magic. Do any of you know how to do
I
that?
can probably... I think they can probably dispel me dispelling.
Maybe, since they'll actually be prepared. It's worth a try.
Yeah. Do you want me to try that now? Sorry, is that what we're doing?
We could. You might as well get
Okay,
closer.
group huddle.
Edge of the bubble.
Do you want me to cast Dispel Magic on that man?
Well, I do, but I don't know everyone else.
Sigmund, Glanvar, thoughts?
All the NPCs.
NPCs.
Right now, which is quite a lot.
Dr. Cherry Pepper, who I kind of love, like she's adorable.
Dr. Payne, Dr. Pepper, Chadwick's here, Tim the Rat King is here.
Why the fuck is Tim the Rat King here?
Because he came with us after we killed the
He came
demon.
with you from the fight.
Oh, for fuck's
So he's here, his rat's
Actually,
here. Fucking
He's not- he
Mom
isn't
Beck
here.
is here.
Mont Beck's here?
Yeah, he came with the fight as well.
Oh.
But
And Brandon,
Tim the
yes.
Rat King actually isn't here. He seems to have left in the meantime while you were asleep.
I mean, I guess
Thank
that's fair. He's
Fantasy.
just-
I was about to say
he's
Fantasy
just-
Jesus, and then I realized I worship Thor.
Fantasy Jesus is bolder.
Fine.
I'd say, yeah.
Okay, so do I dispel this guy's disguised self and reveal his horrifying demon form to his entire army?
Yeah, let's fucking do it.
Let's
Fuck it.
try. Let's try.
Is
What could
he
go wrong?
180 feet away from me?
Or less.
Or less? I don't want to have to go downstairs to do this. It's a long walk and I've only got little legs.
That's 54 meters.
What the fuck is meters? Oh, god damn it.
It's
This is
the
gonna take
only
hours.
real,
Jack, you're a Brit. You should
measurement
seamlessly know
unit.
I don't know either.
I guess it also works. You
In
should know both
fact,
equally well. That
that-
means you don't know them at all.
Yeah, there we go.
At the front of the army.
Hang on, I'll start drawing a triangle. Let's do some trigonometry. All right, so
So you can.
there's a crap.
He's just about inside your range. You can do that.
Okay.
It's possible.
All right, cool. I'll get rid of my trigonometry triangle then.
Oh, is that what it is? I couldn't even see it.
I was trying.
It's too busy looking at
Okay,
the perfect,
I
it's so
shall
cute.
attempt to dispel his magic using my spell, Dispel Magic.
I wish
Yeah,
I could help, but I don't think any of my bardic performances can help with spells. which is a
So
bit
I
hard.
need to do a 1d20 plus my caster level.
Can you maybe use a golden dice? Do you have any?
Can I use a golden dice on this?
You know what? Since we don't seem to be awarding them,
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
Yes, that wasn't really very good.
I mean, it's
so
over a
here's-
20.
So
So that
his is the
24.
spell with the highest caster level. I'm attempting to aim for his disguise self or alter self spell in particular.
Mm-hmm.
I should point
that's
out.
very fair.
The Donkey Kong is 11 plus the spell's caster level.
Yeah.
Why 11?
So cast this spell, and from the distance, slowly little golden glowing cracks appearing in Cheto. And he seems to quickly notice this. And as a reaction, he shouts towards his army, and you can hear it from here. He has an enormous. He shouts out, "Men, look closely. I am about to show you the power of our delighted saint, Saint Satoria, who will aid us in the battle against these traitors. Behold, this is the power that is promised to all of you. Should you follow through with our noble cause?" And he smashes his hands together in prayer as he is cracking, and he bends
Hold it,
the knee.
Thyra. Hold it.
It's too late. She's already done it.
Yeah, I've casted it.
Oh, okay.
And
He's
he bends-
noticed this is him reacting to try and spin it into a good thing, which just
Okay.
Yeah.
might work
It seems
because
to be like
because
he's
people are
sort of
very
trying to
stupid.
frame, like he knows what's going to happen, and he's trying to frame it in a way that his soldiers will understand it.
Yeah, people are very stupid, but I'm also hoping they're stupid in the right way, and that they'll see a demon and freak out, and not as in they listen to this dude.
Do we have any other illusion spells where you could just do an illusion to make him look like
A bunny rabbit.
a bunny rabbit? Yeah.
I have another idea.
Well, let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes first.
Yeah. This isn't like me stepping on his thing. Mon, feel free to
Okay.
narrate.
Yeah, so he
Alright.
puts his knee down, puts his hand in prayer, opens his arms wide in like a praise the sun gesture and shouts, Saint Sartoria, this day I reveal myself as a red angel given from your heavens to guide these people into the providence of their beautiful future. Hear
Go
me.
again.
I heard that one.
There's nothing
And-
beautiful
Cool
about
title
demons.
drop.
They're fucking ugly.
He explodes into flames.
To be fair, angels are also pretty ugly.
Angels
know
are
that.
pretty ugly sometimes.
Valkyries are basically
and-
angels, and they're all hot. Everyone knows that.
And
Yeah,
you
I know. I am one. What?
see all of the soldiers sort of gasp and make a step back. And you see a sort of a humanoid form come into shape, and it's different from Migla's transformation, whereas he where's the bloody there we are. Whereas Miglas sort of came into being wings first, and then being made from this sort of flaming substance. It seems that this demon, for all of his explosion, all of this flame, suddenly is compressed into like a humanoid figure made of pure fire. Around which molten metal solidifies into what looks like an armor of some kind, and from the flaming metal, it grasps a spear and an enormous sort of tower shield. This thing is about, let's say, 13 feet tall.
That's a lot of Daves.
That's a lot of
That's
Daves.
over a Mega Dave.
That's several days.
Yeah, Sigmund is like, guys, you know that that's not a red angel, right? You know that's a demon, and you all been played.
I don't know if they can hear us, but
And,
He's shouting very loudly.
and you see the demonic sigil appear above his head.
Oh no, a seagull.
A seagull.
A seagull.
no, please don't.
And you see the second demon, Arthas.
Full comparison. Less horrifying than the first one.
And
Slightly.
you see all of the soldiers take a step back and look at him, and he turns and opens his mouth and says, Behold, this is the power of Saint Sartoria, who has blessed me with the body of an angel to fight
Demon!
this terrible fight.
Can I cast Clarion Call on Dave?
What? What does that mean?
It gives you a loud, booming voice, such as might be used to talk to troops across
That's a
long
very good
distances.
idea. I would like to do that very much. I have some good ideas about things to say.
Okay.
Thank you.
So
Do you tell
this
Dave you're
demon
doing
is-
this, or is he suddenly like, "Oh no, guys, what do we do? Oh my god!" And he's really loud.
Thyra says 3, 2, 1. You're
And you're
on.
live. You're live.
Please do not swear.
I won't.
Yeah, you're live.
That's no angel. That's a demon. Demons have
Arthas
infiltrated
can-
your city. The Arch Chancellor was one of the. Is it the Arch Chancellor? Is that what I meant to say? Out of character. What's the name of the
Sure.
guy in charge?
Fucking
character?
Michaelmas? I don't know.
The guy that this
It's
is me
something.
asking. What's the title of the guy that's in charge of the university?
Chancellor, yeah.
Chancellor. It is Chancellor. Good. My brain farted for a second. There. Dave's is fine.
Yeah.
Mine personally farted a bit.
Yeah.
The Chancellor was
So-
one. They've infiltrated your city. They're trying to take
Maximilian
over.
Michaels.
Don't let them win. Don't
Also,
let
the
them.
plague was them.
Could you not talk through each other because I can't tell what Dave is saying?
So sorry.
So far I've said that's no angel. That's a demon. The Chancellor was one. That's why they're trying to attack us here at the university, where we are learned people that know what demons are like. They've infected your city. Don't let them win. They're trying to turn your beautiful city into a demonic vehicle.
Barthas looks up towards you, and with an equally loud voice,
It's a shouting match between a 10-foot tall demon and a 3-foot tall halfling.
Yeah, indeed, he shouts, "A demon? That's right. But it is true that our city has been infected by what you could call a demonic influence. However," and he motions towards his troops, "that demon is not here on the ground, fighting by your side, fighting at the head of your spear, for your safety, for your homes. No, he is up there," and he motions towards you.
Do I look like a demon?
Who has assassinated the Chancellor, who has attempted to throw the city into chaos, who has attempted to thwart our right to exist, to live in safety, and to adhere to the teachings of our saint, who will make our lives the safest, the most powerful, the most blessed. Is that what you want? Do you want to live a blessed life? Or do you want to turn to chaos, as this one has?
Thyra!
Yo, what up?
Wait, I'm still talking.
Sorry.
Okay. So
You can have this conversation while we're having ours if you want.
Yeah. Oh, while you're having that conversation, it's like, Thyra, if this is about optics, I've had an idea.
Okay, I'm putting my faith in the kid here. He's got this.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot you a message.
Okay, Thyra's gonna give Dave a little thumbs up.
Okay. So we here in the university have hurt no one. We all believed in the Chancellor, and he betrayed us. If we here at the university are all truly so terrible, why have we done nothing but try to better the city? As we all have. Surely so many of you soldiers must have family here that are students, friends, people that you know. You must have benefited from something that one of these educated people has told you and isn't trying to make war with anyone. We don't want a war. We want demons out of our city. We want the plague gone. It's what they've manufactured it. We have proof. We've got people that have lived through it, that have survived, because it's not a plague at all. It's a demonic curse. I don't know if any of this is working.
So as you shout this out, the voice says, "Don't listen to him. You think he's speaking the truth, whereas while Chancellor Maximilian Michael..."
Did he just call him Miggle?
I think the myth came out, but not the full name, but like
all right,
the myth sort of came out. He says, "While Chancellor Michaels is nowhere to be seen, has been killed, and now," he shouts, "you say that you don't want a war. You say that these people have their families, their homes here. That is true. Yet, it is you who has started a war already, and you've started it right where their homes and families are. How dare you lay such a claim, where it is you who has jeopardized these people's lives?"
You struck the first blow by killing Olaf Peachwood. There is no Blackwater Sailor. It's only you.
Could you repeat that? Because that was a little, like, robot-y for me.
Oh, sorry, I think my internet must be freaking out a bit. I was saying that they struck the first blow by inventing the Blackwater Sailor. Not all of those victims were demonic victims. There's no serial killer, but the demonic influence. The demons that are here in your city. The one standing right in front of you. Is this what you think angels of your beautiful saint look like? Dave knows that Sensator is probably also a demon, but they don't know.
Right. The booming voice shouts, "What conspiracy? What lies?
We have
Is this
proof.
what you people believe? Besides, you think you know an angel born? Do you think a fantasy of some pretty creature can fight the wars that these people need to protect their homes? No, Saint Sotoria has not sent some dandy. She has not sent some flimsy creature. She has sent a war machine, a beast of protection, a true shield. That is what she has sent to protect the people of the city against your insurrection. Now, lower your barriers and fight us like you mean it. If you have something to prove, then do it on the battlefield.
How do the soldiers actually look at this point? Like, who are they? Like, are they? I imagine they're
They
probably believing
seem
this
to be-
dude.
They are. It's hard to tell actually. They haven't broken formation. They are all looking at Barthus, or well,
I mean, that makes sense. He is very tall.
Bartholomeus Jado, but he is like in front of them. They like there's no panic yet. They are still in formation. They seem to be confused, but they don't seem to or panic at the sight of Barthus.
Okay.
All roll perception.
Okay, good. I feel like I'm not doing very well here. Come on, Glanvar, save us.
Quick, Glenvar, perceive things.
Sigma
Sorry.
should also perceive some things. Wow, that's a
I don't know
bad
why-
roll from Glanvar.
Fucking
I was
God
coughing, so I
damn it.
muted myself.
No, that's
Yeah, that was a terrible roll.
yeah, it was.
Sigmund? Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay,
That tracks.
so Dave.
That's my excuse.
Glenvar,
God damn
you
it.
spot this immediately, and Dave, you see this as well as you were opening your mouth to make a reply. You can see something is nearing through the streets behind all of this, these armies, or well, these soldiers, and it seems to be like a parade of banners of some sort, and you can't quite make out what they are. Seem to be large, sort of like blue banners that are making their way procession towards whatever's going on here. Glanvar, you notice with your eagle eye, you sort of, let's see, have I still given you that handout? Shit, I haven't.
Handout?
Okay, I need to quickly get a handout for something. Bear with me.
That's fine. I like handouts. I'm willing to wait for handouts.
It's going to be Nasander. He's coming in to save the day.
That will be good. But,
I just really hope it's a fucking paladin, to be honest.
yeah, paladins would be nice.
We picked a bad party comp for this.
I know, I was
You
gonna
know,
say,
gotten
we should have been B team. We could have brought in
Yeah.
the fucking Force of the Titans.
Cleric, get Delta in there. Northwood, so he can just shoot them because fucking gunslingers in this game, man. Just shoot them. It's the number one way to fight demons, especially ones with guns.
Damn it.
I do still have that gun wand.
Shit.
Well, we've been going 2 hours, Mon, if you want to call it
Yeah.
at some point.
No,
I wanna
there
see
is
this
still a
picture.
point. Yeah, I'm just looking for a picture.
Is it Flying John?
No, it's not Flying John.
Oh god,
Um,
I remember them.
do you guys remember like horned cross symbol that I've shown you on like a medallion? That seems to be like the symbol of Saint Sartorius Church.
No.
Oh,
No.
vaguely.
Sorry.
Is it like that or something? Kind of like that?
Yeah, it is sort of like that. I'm gonna try to scroll through this to see if I can. Yes, I have it.
Fellas with these banners on is not a good sign.
No.
Considering we're already in a siege. This is not a
Yeah.
good development.
There we are. I'm just gonna make this a lot bigger so you guys can see it.
Yeah, boy.
I can't really see that.
Just
but-
like a medallion art thing that I made, but it does show the. Okay, so if you guys can zoom in on
Mhm.
that.
See it now.
That's a bad.
Zoom in on
so
where?
That,
It's
on
just one
the-
arrow.
right at the academy, yeah. So that cross symbol is what you can see on top of all the banners. Clanford has
Uh-oh.
like a standard, and suddenly you hear another loud voice, a third one.
Oh, good.
A real
it
shouting match.
shouts, and it shouts, "A divine intervention!" And everyone, army, like the soldiers part, and you can see what looks like a clerical procession that has made its way here from the cathedral, and they are all clad in like blue clerical clothing, a lot of standards, and at the front you see 4 clerics carrying like a carrying chair in which is seated a man in very ornate, very gilded blue robes.
Didn't we establish that the
Has
leader
a
of the
large-
church was also one of the demons?
Has a large mitre on his head, has a large
Bishop
staff
Mendacius. Yeah. Oh
with
fuck.
this horn cross as well. And where's my? Come on. Yes, this one I do luckily have reasonably at the ready. I believe /O.
I was really hoping that lot were on our side.
Nope.
There we are.
Not yet.
Um,
Probably not ever. I don't think. Well, I mean, if this was down to rolls, I could probably roll high enough, but that's not very cinematic, so I'm not doing it.
And here is the man that you see in
Another fucking demon. Let's get them all here all at once, and then nuke them somehow.
Well, it's that, and then we have to fight the fucking mayor.
We do technically still have the crown of the Cymerk. It's like a pretty powerless Cymerk though, if I do recall correctly.
I'm pretty sure Cymerg's are bonkers level, so yeah.
Yeah,
it feels
exactly.
like
Ours
a
is a
waste.
powered down Cymerk.
Yeah,
There he is.
and
Bishop's
the
always evil.
Bishop Mendacius. Everyone gasp and say, and like you can see them like, amongst themselves, and he shouts, "A divine intervention! My eyes do not deceive me, citizens of Blackwater. Saint Sotoria has sent us a powerful ally from the celestial spheres, and is none other than the leader of our powerful forces himself."
Can I turn Clarion Call off at will?
I mean,
Yes,
I
you
can
can.
turn it off.
I mean, I want to like
Yeah.
talk to you and then carry on shouting. Is that possible?
You can do that, yeah. You can do that.
Okay.
And the bishop seems to be giving some time.
Yeah, it says you can speak in a booming voice. You don't have to.
Okay,
Yeah,
sure. I don't think I can do this.
Yeah, I was really hoping that we could sort of turn the soldiers away, but it turns out that the awful fantasy pope is also here.
Oh.
So,
Yeah, he's also a demon.
and also a demon.
Well,
Okay, I'm not usually the first one to suggest this, but it might be a good idea to leave through the back door while they're busy,
Trying to break down the
Pretending
pretending to
shields.
be angels.
pretending
And
to
we
be
can-
angels.
And we can at least save the students.
Yeah,
Form our resistance in the
I
plague
mean,
quarter,
maybe
maybe.
if we try to cover the back door while they bolt, I don't.
Yeah, I think the Night Hag might have been slightly okay. Yeah, she kind of knew what was up.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe we could have Thyra like pop angelic aspect. Now there's 2 of them, and they seem to have. You see, this is the problem.
They're telling
when-
each other the same story.
This
Like, it doesn't matter what the truth. If the vector spreading that message. Corrupt.
Yeah, but they're both two important people in the city, and we're not. No one left at the university really is, because the only person who was is dead.
I do have a third plan.
Is it run away?
That isn't run away.
No.
Oh.
It's summon aid.
So, from who?
From whom? From where?
From that magical beast that we were able to summon.
The Cymurg?
That
the
seems
Cymurg.
like Okay, A, what? We've never spoken about this in character. And B...
We must have. I don't want it to get hurt.
100% we haven't.
Because there's a lot of people here, and it's just one Cymurg. And it was quite small when we met it. I think Cassandra must have done something horrible to it. This is like me in character. It's if we do summon it, I feel like it should be depowered because it's what Cassandra did to it, sucking out its magic, has had lasting effects. Does that make sense?
I think some stats have been put on it, and it's not. The last I saw of this, it was not Cymurg. It was a
like a young
Cymurg.
It was I thought it was a young one anyway.
We had altered stats for it somewhere.
Cool. Just I mean, it'd be nice to have someone to talk to.
That's definitely on.
I could at least stroke a dog before I die.
Help.
Feels like a dick move to summon it as a distraction as well.
We should set okay. So we're facing down 2 demons. Are we going to run away from these demons?
I mean, at least long enough that we can figure out something else. Maybe get help from more people.
A blame.
What are the other time constraints here if we run away from these demons? Can we just go to ground, or is anything else gonna...
The big old bloom is done in, the next week or 2.
Oh, the evil one, yeah. Well, we've got the sewers. They're on our side, kind of. We can all go down there.
But the world's not gonna end in the next, 5 hours.
No.
Okay. It might end in the next 13 or so minutes.
The march of Blackwater's armies is planned as soon as the HMS Iridescence is completed.
Oh, well, marched out on the rest of the world.
Well, you don't know. They seem to be going south as far as the planets that you've seen.
Oh no, south, that's where we live.
Are concerned. And you know that they are planning to do the VHS Iridescence is completed. Which, as far as you know, will probably take a week, something like that.
Oh boy.
I think if we're going to fight these demons, we probably want to fight them not both at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean, ideal world.
I say that we try and get out of here. And
yeah, I think we need to fucking cheese it. I think I'm on plan cheese it.
We need to get the students out first, because, they're just
okay. So we know that there's a tunnel down to the sewers because we ended up in there and it was horrible.
Yeah, and we could either go probably to the plague court, and makes the most sense since we can protect ourselves from that, and it's a big area that doesn't have an awful lot of official people in it. Some, but
yeah, I can't imagine that they're the biggest fans of Saint Satoria, so potentially a good call.
We just need to slow these 2 down. Are we going to pretend to surrender?
I can keep shouting at them while you get everyone out. We can distract them if you want.
Dave, sing them an epic poem or song.
I mean, I could. I don't know about
play them with fucking jam.
Do I know any jams
I would
about
say
demons?
that you have about 10 of your 15 minutes left.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. So we better get going.
Okay, yeah, Dave, you hold them up. We just make sure, we just pull a fire alarm or something and just get everyone out into the sewers. We need to disseminate this information and just get everyone
they're all
down
fairly, localized anyway, from what I remember. So it shouldn't take too long to, get the message spread that we're bouncing down the sewers.
Yeah, because we were kind of barricaded up, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone who's here, so, you can definitely just tell them, this is a fight we can't win, let's retreat.
Right now, yeah. We know someone that we can hide out, like Chadwick, I assume, we can go live in your cathedral.
Yeah, so
several hundred of us piling in this tiny church. It'll be great.
Yeah, so the 2 doctors are directing everyone to make evacuation movements. It seems that they've prepared, to some extent, for this possibility, with the help of Tim
Comma, the Rat King.
Tim the Rat King.
Yes, Tim the Rat King. So everyone's going to suit. And as you guys go heads down, and the hatches to the sewers, Amos shouts down, "Tim, are you there?" And it echoes down to, and the voice of Tim comes back. "Yeah, I am. Come quickly, quickly."
Do these count as stamps on our Oyster card? We're bringing like 700
Clam
people.
card.
Yeah, we're cashing in our fucking
Clam card stamps.
And
loyalty bonus.
And Tim says, "I think I'm gonna need a bigger oyster."
Yeah.
I think we could fade to black on that line.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
a good one. Okay, so that was the session, guys.
That was a
Very
fucking
exciting.
good session, man.
That was a session
good
and a
fight.
half.
That was
Yeah.
some big people showed up.
Actually, it was a session and a quarter because it was
Yeah, I was
2.5
gonna
hours.
say.
But
Good session.
that was a good session. That was a great. Actually, you
Nicely
know what?
done.
That was a great session. That was a
Well
lot.
done,
That
man.
was a good ending fight, and that was good kind of segueing into the next kind of thing with some foreshadowing. That was great.
Yeah, really enjoyed that one. Well done. Nice artwork.
GG.
The
Yeah.
big old horrible thing was great.
Thank you for joining us, stream.
Oh yeah.
Thank you,
stream.
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 What about dogs?
Next time.